leaders are not afforded downtime. Leaders are not afforded days off. Leaders are not afforded the luxury of, I don't feel like today, if you understand what I mean. If you look at just the definition, both of them gave beautiful examples. And of course, complacency is kind of broad too as well. But if you look at basically the reason why a person gets complacent is because they're not critical of themselves. And they're not satisfied with their own self-worth and their own achievements. They're not accomplishing what they think they ought to be doing. And because of that, they become very apathetic and very lazy. And now we go back to complacent. That's what complacency is, being complacent. Just like he described. We done this before and been down this road and stuff. So guess what? We're not in, hey, now I can put my guard down like we inside the wire. We good. Now you done lost some lives over there because you forgot your training. You didn't take the mission to heart. Too late to cry over damn spilled milk now. Just like he said, he can be out there, get an opportunity to give maybe 70 plays in a football game. 70 plays. He said that the guys out there probably would spend about the first 20, 30, 40 plays just to discourage him. Get him to murmur. Look what they're doing to me. That triple team, that's doubling me and stuff. Yeah, if you got the right attitude, it's supposed to motivate you. The greater the obstacle in front of you, the greater negotiation there should be inside of you to be able to overcome it. But everybody is not like that though. They get discouraged, that's what complacency is. They get pissed off, that's what complacency is. They start dragging down the job, that's what complacency is. They start complaining, that's what complacency is. And they're no longer on the cutting edge of sobriety anymore. And so he said that the way he can overcome that is realizing that I got 70 plays. If I get 1 sack, I got a good game. I got 2 sacks, man, I'm good. 3 sacks, man, I may be ready for the Hall of Fame. You get it? You think about that though. So every single down was an opportunity just to get that 1 sack. You get it?
Yeah.
1 sack. Now think about the guys who he had to go up against though. Offensive linemen can whoop their ass the whole game, put them on their back the whole game. Those offensive linemen are pretty damn dirty, man. They some bad dudes. And that offensive lineman can look bad, just 1 play. 1 sack. 2 sacks, your job may be over. Let that happen too many times, too many games. You understand what I mean? He is out there responsible for all these men. Suppose he wanted to do what y'all doing as a leader. Chances are none of them ain't coming back home then.
Yeah, that's right.
Because somebody got to be sober. Somebody got to. And you can't, you don't have no downtime as a leader because you have precious souls in front of you. Sure, you can murmur, you can complain, you can do everything to everybody else, but you're not afforded that. Because if you got somebody that's over you, that loves you, if they ever see you doing that, no, they're gonna pull you aside, they're gonna tell you a little bit about yourself. And there's another problem with this soft generation right here. We don't like talking as men.
Right.
We wear our feelings on the sleeves just like women do. Run around like a bunch of skirts. Men today are more effeminate than women are. You can't say shit to them without them getting all in their emotions and feelings and stuff. To hell with the mission. To hell with what I'm saying to you is right. It's correct and stuff. You know the reason why I can't have you talk to me like that? Because I'm really pissed off. And I'm really pissed off at my lack of achievement. I'm like accomplishing to myself. So therefore, I'm just going to drag his damn job down. I ain't going to do nothing. You know what I mean? I am not going to do too much of nothing and stuff. Now, if you could just recognize me for this one little time that I've done something, everything will be fine. You sound like a bitch. No, for real. This is real life situations right here.
Yeah.
This is actually real life here. To be responsible for somebody's life and then you lose them and they own your team and then when you get back home, you got to go and face their family. You face their family, but suppose you were complacent. You're going to have the balls and tell them that your husband is dead because I decided to smoke a cigarette. and give up opposition, or I decide to go to sleep on guard duty, or I took a shortcut. Then the mission, I had a better way to do it besides what the mission statement said we need to do. I got better ideas. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
And just by people hearing this broadcast, right, they should learn a lot. First of all, you should learn what you don't know, that you thought that you knew, that you don't know. I mean, after all, I didn't get in this life with all this gray hair on my head and on my in my beard just because I don't know anything. Like Ranger said, complacency is a killer, both naturally and spiritually. It really, truly is. And it's actually one of the things, matter of fact, before I left the land this morning, I left the land this morning at 2:30, 2:36 to be exact. I was supposed to leave at 2:30, but I left at 2:36. And I said to one of the brothers, I said, so tell me, it's 62 degrees outside. Now, this is not this brother's responsibility. You tell me it's 62 degrees outside, why is that heat lamp on next to that pump out there that's next to the creek? It's a pump that's next to the creek that actually pumps to the greenhouse,
Okay.
to the water tank next to the greenhouse. You don't need a heat lamp on at 62 degrees. It's not going to freeze. The whole purpose of the heat lamp is to be able to keep the engine from freezing up, so that when you do cut the water on, you can be able to get water to the tank if necessary.
Right.
So what do we got there? Just in this, we have complacency. Somebody decided that they just wasn't, it really ain't that damn important. Okay, my light bill says it's important.
Somebody's important.
You get it?
Yeah.
The chances of a fire starting right there says it's important. It may not be important to you, but the community is going to have to buy that pump. There's somebody else. It ain't going to be you. It's going to be somebody else that has to go out there and replace that pump. Spend the time, the energy, and the effort to do it.
Right.
While you decide that, you know what, it's cold outside, or it's raining, or it's too hot, or it's, whatever the excuse is. You knew what you needed to do, but it wasn't important for you to do it. And because you didn't do it, it's setting you up for destruction later on down the road. That's complacency as well. That's why I say you can go 100 different ways on this.
Right.
Quite a few ways, but all these were very good answers. I mean, very good statements to this, and all I'm doing is putting a cherry on top of it. And the brother said, you know what, when I get back, I'm definitely going to make sure I mention something. I knew that brother would too. You know the reason why? Because that brother is 100% about the mission of the community.
Praise God.
And most people, well, that was just that one time. Okay, how do you know it's that one time? That's the one time you saw. Because if a person does that one time, I guarantee you there's been another 5 or 10 times they done it somewhere else in another place on the community, which will affect the whole. How long does it take to go cut the heat lamp off? Oh, no more than your house is probably what? Maybe 60 yards from the pump. You can walk 60 yards, unplug it, walk back in the house, and you're good. But now we just rather leave it on. It's 60 degrees outside. See what I mean? So we've had, to finish this broadcast, we've had damn good examples of here of what it is.
Yeah.
And it should teach Israel what we need to be doing, some self-introspection, looking at ourselves, proving our own self to see if we're really truly in the faith. That's what we need to be doing. See if we truly fit the bill, or are we just an excuse-making fool? No, it's for real. Hope it says something to stimulate thought.